keys and contracts. Today we are going to talk about, not my dog barking in the background. Today I'm going to discuss living in or moving to Charles County, Maryland. And more specifically, today I'm going to discuss the city of Waldorf, Maryland, okay? First, I'm going to get the boring stuff out of the way. Nobody really likes listening to stats. I don't know why, but I want to give it to you anyway. I'm going to give you some information on price points in the county first. Now, I have the stats behind me on the computer, so if you see me look down or it looks like I'm looking past you, that's what I'm looking at. Let me put my glasses on. So the average sold price is $453,183. Average sold price, median sold price is $449,945. Average days on market right now is 36, which is good, but it's much higher than what we've seen in 2020. That 36 days on market has decreased 14% since last year, but has increased 16% from last month. So what do all these numbers mean? Average home values have gone up year over year. And for the most part, since 2020, homes have steadily been going up. A slight decreases between like a month to month kind of thing. But in general, from 2020 to now, home prices have gone up. If you purchased a home in 2020, you for sure have equity, unless you've done some terrible things that decreased your home value. I don't know. Why is average days on market important? Average days on market is important for sellers because it gives you a more realistic expectation of how long your house could be sitting on the market. Closed sales in the county was 170. These are February stats, by the way. 170. Year over year, that has increased 20%. Month over month, that has increased 12.6%. So what does that mean? That means that people are still buying houses. I've had people say, oh, people still buying houses. I think I did a reel the other day and posted it. Are people still buying houses? Yes. We're actually in the county and surrounding areas. We are in multiple offer situations yet again, which is good and bad because there's a reason for it on both sides. But that is also for another video. Today, we want to focus on Charles County, why I love Maryland and all that good stuff. But that's for another video. Today, we're going to talk about Waldorf, Maryland and Charles County. So let's get down to it. Now, I myself have lived in Charles County since 2011. I am from Prince George's County. Shout out to Central High School, okay? I am from Prince George's County, and I grew up in Prince George's County, and I claim to be from Prince George's County, but at this point now, I have been living in Charles County for 13 years. Oh my gosh. What attracted me to make that move from PG to Charles County was the price point. So Charles County is a little tricky when it comes to pricing and affordability. It's definitely more affordable out here in comparison to Prince George's County. But I will say we do not have as many opportunities for you to be living in something like a condo. We have very few condos in the county. And I would say in Waldorf, there are no opportunities like that to like if you're looking for a 1-bedroom condo and you want to own it, that is pretty much not going to happen. I would say in La Plata, Maryland, you'd have a few more opportunities for that, but it's very, very little. Now, Prince George's County, you have lots of opportunity to be affordable in that way, to live in a condo. However, you also have to consider the condo fees. So by the time you get a condo sometimes in Prince George's County, depending on where it is, you were better off just getting a townhome in Waldorf or Charles County, because condo fees could be $700 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month. But you just have to kind of look at your budget and see what makes sense, what makes the most sense for you. The joke for people that live north of Charles County is that, oh, you have to take a flight, I have to book my ticket and all that to get to the county, but it's really not that serious. People go to Virginia all the time, and you know, it's just it's a dramatization of how far we are. Now, back when I would drive from Prince George's County, I think I was living in Upper Marlboro at the time, and I would come out here to Waldorf. It did seem like a long ride. Now it did, but the city of Waldorf has changed so much since I was in middle school or just driving in high school that it's a totally different drive. I'm not gonna say totally different. You're pretty much going up 301 for the most part, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad, y'all. It's really not that bad. So speaking of how Waldorf has changed, of course, I didn't grow up in the 80s. I might have been born in the 80s, but did not grow up in the 80s. So I don't know exactly firsthand what Waldorf was like in the 1980s. But just for a little fact for you, in 1980, there were less than 5,000 residents in Waldorf in 1980. The 2020 census reported 81,000 residents. So the population has like completely boomed in Waldorf and Charles County as well, but has absolutely boomed. So you will be able to find plenty of new construction. They are constantly building and building and building and building. It is not unbearable at this time, but I will say that residents are concerned about how much the population has grown, especially if you were one of those 5,000 residents from 1980. I'm sure you're like, whoa, this is just a totally different area. And it really is. Even from when I would come here, it was pretty much the mall and that's it. Now it's like so much more stuff. So the way I like to think about Charles County and like I said, specifically Waldorf, if you are living in Waldorf, you pretty much don't need to go anywhere else for your regular essentials. So everything is here. It's not so country that is you got to go a long ways to go to, Target or the grocery store or anything like that. Everything you need is here. So there's movie theaters, there's entertainment, there's plenty of restaurants, clubs. I'm not gonna say clubs, I'll say lounges, plenty of lounges. We've got some good food in Waldorf and surrounding counties. You really would not, like I said, have to leave the county. Now, if you're one of those people who likes to brunch and do all that kind of stuff, go to cute places, you'll probably go to DC for that. Or you may go to like Northern Virginia for that, which is not too far either. For shopping, you're going to go somewhere else, more than likely, just for regular stuff, everyday stuff. But say you're like a luxury shopper or a high-end shopper, or you want a lot of variety and want to like shop, you'll probably have to go to DC or somewhere else, another mall, because the mall that we have here, it changes all the time. The stores are not the best, but you can definitely go in there and get your essentials and get what you need. Grab some food at the Jamaican place. That Jamaican place at the food court is so good. My kids go to the ice skating ring. They take ice skating lessons in Waldorf, and they absolutely love it. I believe they have hockey there as well. There's a huge gym upstairs, like one of those, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like one of those gyms. I don't know. It's a cool looking gym upstairs. There is plenty of recreational activities for kids in the area. And I'm actually going to take you on like a drive at some point. I wanted to do that, to incorporate that into the video, but I'm just going to kind of introduce the city and Charles County as a whole to you in this format. And then I will be on the ground in the field showing you exactly, what it looks like. If you're coming from another state or a city and have never been here before, you can kind of see what the county has to offer. One of my favorite things to do in the county in May, which is coming up soon, is strawberry picking. So we do have some of the country kind of events, but so does Prince George's County. So a lot of both Prince George's and Charles County, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's lots and lots of country farm living in both counties. So Charles County gets the rap of being country, but I've been to plenty of farms in Prince George's County because that's my thing. I enjoy it. But yeah, so I do like to go strawberry picking at Schlegel Farms in May, around Mother's Day, that kind of time frame. The strawberries are delicious. Some of the newest establishments that we have, we just got a Raising Cane's, which I don't really see what the hype is about, but the sauce is good. I feel like the sauce could be a good dip for people who like to make that mix with their crabs. I think it would be a good crab dip, but I'm just giving you the info. We have a new Korean barbecue place that looks really, really cool. That's going to be opening up soon. Crumble is pretty new to the area. We do have a Starbucks, a drive-through Starbucks that opened maybe last year or the year before that. I'm not a Starbucks kind of person. I don't drink coffee and stuff, so I have nothing to report on that. There's a gym that just opened up. It's an all-women gym, kind of like Curves was back in the day. I don't think Curves still exists, but that's also new. Just lots of different places opening up that there's also a vegan place named Doda's that is within a year or two that's open. I think it's doing pretty well. The one thing about Waldorf and Charles County, if the business is no good, you're going to see it for about a year and it's gone. I mean, people will let you know if you're going to be sticking around. It is gone. And let's talk about schools and education. So in La Plata, which is basically 2 cities south of Waldorf, depending on where you're coming from, all of La Plata is eligible for USDA loan. If you don't know what that is, I will actually have that video on the end screen when I edit the video. I'll put it there. Okay, so in La Plata, this is the first year for the charter school that is there. That's the only charter school in the county, and it is called Pasoda. I'm not sure exactly what grades they have. I know every year they plan to add a grade. I want to say right now it's just middle school, but they're going to be adding a high school next year, like 9th grade or something. Don't quote me on that. The lottery starts in October, and then by January they pick from the lottery. I did participate because my daughter will be in 6th grade next year. My oldest daughter will be in 6th grade next year. So I was not selected to be on the list. So I believe I'm on the wait list, which is fine. I kind of just applied so she had the option if we wanted her to go. I wanted to make sure I was on it, but we were not selected anyway. All right, so let's get back into housing and real estate when it comes to Waldorf. If you want me to touch back on things to do and all that kind of stuff, I am going to do a follow-up video. Like I said, like a little windshield tour or ride around where you can kind of put your eyes on what it actually looks like, the places that I'm talking about and all that. So I told you about the average price point, which is about $453,000. So right now I'm going to show you the most affordable home on the market in Waldorf, because I already talked to you about the average price point. And when I say most affordable, I'm not talking about it has to be like all the upgrades, luxury vinyl planks, LVP, granite, and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about a move-in ready house. That is what I mean by affordable. All right, so there is a house on the market, a townhome on the market that is listed for $260,000. That is the most affordable home that looks like it doesn't need much work to it. It's a probate listing, and right now it's been on the market for about 72 days. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. I don't know if it's the probate that's holding it up, that it's been on the market beyond the average days on market right now. But we're going to skip a little bit ahead, and we're going to go to this home right here. This home is listed for $282,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 full, 1 half bath home, 1,240 square feet. Now, this is not my listing, so I'm not going to be showing you all the pictures inside, but I can tell you right now, this home looks like it's been well taken care of. They've changed out the countertops. It does not look like granite or anything, but it's very nice. It looks like the carpet looks pretty new. It's got neutral walls, so you would not have to do much to this house. The backyard is already fenced. In this neighborhood, I believe all of the homes come with fenced in backyards. Okay, so that is the most affordable home. So next, we're going to take a look at the most expensive home in Waldorf. Then we're going to take a look at something that's right in that average price point. This right here. This house is $1.3 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 1 half bath. It is 6,000 square feet, 6,037 square feet. Total finished square feet is 9,400 square feet, 9,470 square feet. This is also not my listing. It's not one of our office listings either, so I'm not going to show you a whole bunch, the address and all that. But you can see this is a beautiful, beautiful house. It sits on 2 acres, 2.04 acres of land. The home that I showed you before and this home, they are in the same zip code. As you can see, this house has everything in it as well. You wouldn't have to do anything to this house. Of course, at $1.3 million, who's going to want to have to come in and do anything but maybe some paint? You're not expected, at least in this area. Let me say that, at least in this area, you're not going to be buying a house that expensive and then wanting to do anything to it. The master bedroom is absolutely huge. Now, you don't have too many opportunities for $1.3 million homes, and this area is not as popular to purchase homes like that. So sometimes in that price range, you will see the homes sit a little bit longer than something, of course, an average price range or something that's more affordable. Or I would say anything under about 800,000 will go a little faster, maybe than something in the $900 million range. Yeah, this home has been sitting on the market for 59 days. I'm not sure if it's overpriced or not, but more than likely it's because of just the price range that it's in. Look at this drone shot of the rear of the house. Look at that entertainment space. That's absolutely beautiful. The gazebo, there's like a little pergola there. The deck has its own enclosed area. Roof is just, that's like, I love that entertainment setup. All right, so now we're going to look at the average home price in Waldorf. Actually, the number I gave you was for the county, but we're just going to apply it to Waldorf as well. This home right here is a single family home listed at $449,000, 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and it is 1,900 square feet. Again, from the outside, it looks like an older home. Yeah, it's built in 1958. However, inside, you would pretty much, just looking at the pictures, they have done some upgrades. They've changed out some lighting, and it looks like you wouldn't have to do much to this house at all. Yeah, they've definitely upgraded the bathrooms. It's really, really nice. And it actually looks like it might be on a little land. Let's see. Yeah, it's on 1.42 acres of land as well. Now we're going to look at the townhome. Now this townhome is listed at $449,999. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It is 2,402 square feet. So this townhome is pretty large. Very, very open concept, black cabinets. And this was built in 2020. So it's only a 4-year-old townhome. All right, so with all that being said, showing you the houses and the variety of homes we have available on the market and what you can expect moving here as far as real estate wise. But yeah, I don't see myself moving from Charles County anytime soon. Have I lived in all the counties? No, I've only lived in one other county. And Maryland in general, I don't see myself leaving Maryland. Yeah, it's a little more pricey compared to some of the other states. But as far as the weather, we pretty much get all 4 seasons. We don't really get too many, knock on wood, we don't get too many like tornadoes and really bad. We don't really get really bad severe weather here. Of course, we get thunderstorms and things like that. And also in the winter, we don't get like blizzards and really bad snowstorms. This year we got more snow than last year. Last year, 2023, we hardly got any snow at all. So I was bummed about that because I do really like seeing the snow. This year we got 2 okay like snow showers. And yeah, I really love living in Maryland. I love the state in general. It's really diverse. There's all kinds of people here. I really do think it's like a very unique place to live. The DMV area just in general is a very unique place to live. It's unlike other places in the country. Now, like I said, this is just based on my opinion. Have I been to all the states? I have barely even been to the Midwest and beyond. And also, of course, my family is here. I have kids and I have a support system here. So that's another reason why I don't see myself moving to another area. And plus, I just really like it here. I never even thought about I definitely feel like I would not move down south. It's just too hot down there. And then some places up north, they just get too much snow. I feel like Maryland is like a happy medium between, it does get very hot in the summer, but not like that south hot. Now it does get very, very humid in the summertime, but it's still not the same as parts of like Texas and Florida and even like South Carolina. It's just not quite the same. So yeah, if you want any more information about the state or the county or Waldorf in particular, feel free to comment down below. I'll answer your question down below in the comments. And of course, if you are looking to move or sell and moving in, if you're looking to make a move in Maryland, real estate wise, I can always help you with that. My information is always down below. I do have a new website, so check out my new website, ColemanRealEstateCo.com. There you can also shop for your new home, or if you just want to browse. I think you do have to put in, right now it's set up to where you have to put your information in, but put your information in and you can go ahead and browse as you would Zillow or any of those other sites. Thank you so much for tuning in to Keys and Contracts. I will see you next Thursday. Bye.